Welcome to Indie Game Month Day 28. Today we are going to create Guy from Spelunky. Today is the final day of Indie Game Month. It feels very weird to go back to making weekly videos. This month has taught me many things, including how to work faster and more efficiently at making videos. Making 28 videos in a month kind of does that for you. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make much more detailed weekly videos than I was before Indie Game Month. Let's jump into the creation. For the platform of this character, I want to make a nice rocky base which represents how it looks in the game. So I started by making all of these little rocks and randomly placing them all over this block. I got every side of it covered except the bottom and the back, since you won't really see those sides. We're gonna need some foil for this next step. I wanted to create something similar to the very iconic scene in Indiana Jones where the boulder is chasing him. In the game Spelunky, you can set off tons of deadly traps, so I think this is a pretty fitting way to make this creation. Let's take some gray for the boulder and we can start coating the foil. Luckily the foil is very lumpy, so it actually makes the rock look a bit more realistic without having to do any type of detail work. I haven't played Spelunky in I don't know how many years, but something I recently learned about it is that it's a randomly generated game, so the levels are sort of like the worlds in Minecraft, where if you play it multiple times, you never get the same exact setup. At the time this game was made, it must have been a pretty new, or at least not very common way of making video games. Let's take some light brown to start creating the shirt. I didn't make this shirt quite long enough, so I had to add in this extra little strip at the bottom. We have some little worms for the arms, and I want him to be in a running position, running away from the boulder, so I'm having one of the arms forward and one of the arms back. Another big thing this month has taught me is how to size heads properly. This was always one of my biggest issues with clay. I would either make the heads too big or too small, but after making a bunch of indie game characters, I was able to get the sizes of the heads right on my first try. Let's take some little dots of white for the inner part of the eye. And now we can start working on the hair. This was a little bit hard to work with because I didn't want to pick up the figure too much and ruin the details, but I also couldn't fully build the figure on the table since I needed to get to the back a few different times. I'm not sure what you call this type of hat, but I'm just going to call it an Indiana Jones hat. We can add in some creases and lines for some extra detail. On the front of the hat, we have this light that helps him find his way around in the dark. Let's place the hat onto the head, and he's missing a few important details. First, the ears, and now the hands. Now Spelunky Guy is ready to get baked. After baking, we can take a little bit of super glue to attach him onto the base, and that is our final detail. So here it is, Guy from Spelunky. I really hope you enjoyed the final day of Indie Game Month. If you want to see all of the things I've created this month, you can click on the playlist at the end of this video. I really appreciate all of the support you've given me this month. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.